discovered 10 chickens so exotic they seem from another planet. From the silky plumage of the Silkie to the majesty of the Polish, from the mysterious black of the Ayam Cemani to the curly feathers of the Frizzle, each bird is a masterpiece of ornamental poultry, with colors, shapes, and stories that will surprise and delight anyone who encounters them. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Now, let's begin. Number 10. Phoenix, the Renaissance chicken. The phoenix is an exotic chicken that immediately draws attention due to its majestic and unusual appearance. Originating from Japan and a direct descendant of the Yokohama, this bird is recognized for its extremely long and elegant tail, which often exceeds the length of the chicken's own body. Its elongated flowing feathers resemble those of mythological birds, almost like phoenix plumes from ancient legends. It's no exaggeration to say that observing an adult phoenix in all its splendor makes many imagine it as a creature from another planet or a parallel universe where colors and shapes defy conventional nature. The phoenix's history dates back to the 16th century, a period when ornamental birds were highly valued in Japanese courts and temples. Japanese breeders interested in developing birds with a unique appearance selected lineages with longer feathers and impressive tails. Over decades, through meticulous crossbreeding, the modern phoenix emerged with a long tail, elegant posture, and feathers that move with the lightness of a breeze, creating an almost ethereal impression. This selective breeding was not just about beauty. There was a deep cultural appreciation for the symbolism of longevity and renewal, represented by birds reminiscent of the mythical phoenix, which rises from its ashes. Physically, the phoenix is a slender bird with an upright posture and graceful movements. The tail is the highlight, long, fine feathers that can reach several times the body's length, creating a hypnotic visual effect. Common colors include shades of red, gold, white, and black, often combined in patterns that enhance the bird's elegance. The body feathers are shorter, dense, and soft, while the tail feathers, being delicate and extensive, require special care to avoid breakage or dirt. This contrast between a compact body and a luxurious tail contributes to the impression that the phoenix is almost supernatural, a chicken that transcends conventional domestic bird appearances. The phoenix's behavior is equally fascinating. Despite its majestic appearance, the bird is generally docile and calm, making it an excellent choice for breeders and enthusiasts seeking an accessible ornamental chicken. Its upright posture and graceful movements indicate confidence and serenity, yet its long tail makes it vulnerable in busy environments or when competing with other birds. For this reason, breeders often keep phoenix chickens in spacious, peaceful areas, allowing them to display their beauty without risk to their feathers. Additionally, proper nutrition is essential. Diets rich in protein and vitamins help maintain feather shine and strength, ensuring the bird continues to look like it came from a fairy tale or a distant planet. Another fascinating aspect of the phoenix is the diversity of subtypes and variations within the breed. Some lineages emphasize maximum tail length, others prioritize vivid colors, and some present complex feather patterns. This variety ensures that each bird is unique, with subtle differences that delight collectors and specialists. At ornamental chicken shows, the phoenix always stands out, frequently attracting attention and awards due to the combination of size, color, and tail grandeur. Comparisons with other exotic chickens are inevitable. Even among breeds like the Yokohama or the Padovana phoenix, the phoenix impresses with the balance of elegance, tail length, and body symmetry. Beyond its impressive aesthetics, the phoenix also sparks scientific curiosity. Researchers and geneticists study these birds to understand how the inheritance of long feathers and structural strength is maintained across generations. Longevity and reproduction are also points of interest. These birds require special attention during incubation and chick raising, ensuring the desired traits are preserved without compromising the offspring's health. Number 9. La Fleche, the horned chicken. The La Fleche is one of the most exotic and intriguing chickens in the world, mainly known for its horn-shaped comb, which rises vertically from the head like a small crown from another planet. This unique feature immediately sets it apart from any other domestic bird, creating the impression that it is a creature from a fantasy story or a parallel universe where the laws of nature take more extravagant forms. Originating in France, La Fleche has centuries of history, and its singular appearance has always drawn the attention of breeders, collectors, and ornamental ornamental poultry enthusiasts. Historically, La Fleche is mentioned as far back as the 19th century, when records of bird exhibitions in France described its distinct comb and elegant posture. The name La Fleche, meaning the arrow in French, refers to the pointed shape of its comb, resembling an arrow ready to be shot. Breeders of the time quickly noticed that this comb was not just aesthetic, it became a symbol of distinction and exclusivity, associated with rare, valuable, and highly coveted birds. The breed's development involved careful selection of lineages with pronounced combs, pure plumage colors, and upright posture, establishing La Fleche as a truly unique chicken worldwide. Physically, La Fleche is a robust, compact bird, but its horn-shaped comb dominates attention. Unlike common chickens, whose combs are small or rounded, La Fleche's comb projects vertically, often with a slight curve, giving the bird an almost mythical appearance. Its plumage is generally black or blue, with metallic reflections in certain lights, creating a dramatic contrast with the intense red comb. The body feathers are dense and short, emphasizing the natural horn-like feature of the head. This balance between a compact body and a flamboyant comb is one of the factors that makes La Fleche so fascinating, giving the impression that the bird defies common standards and truly seems from another planet. La Fleche's behavior is as remarkable as its appearance. Though it looks imposing, the bird is usually docile and intelligent, showing curiosity and adaptability. At exhibitions, its upright posture and precise movements impress judges and spectators. However, its delicate comb requires special care, as collisions with other chickens or objects can permanently damage this striking feature. Experienced breeders often keep La Fleche in calm, spacious environments, ensuring the bird can move freely and display its majestic comb without risks. Balanced, nutrient-rich nutrition is also crucial to preserve the health and vibrant color of the comb and feathers, highlighting the importance of human care in maintaining such an extraordinary chicken. Beyond aesthetics, La Fleche also sparks scientific and cultural interest. Researchers study the genetics behind the horn-shaped comb to understand the mechanisms allowing this unusual formation. Its inheritance is complex, involving multiple genes, and maintaining breed purity requires careful selection and lineage records. Culturally, La Fleche has always been valued in private collections and exhibitions, symbolizing prestige among breeders. In some cases, the bird was associated with high social status, as its rarity and beauty gave it significant value in specialized markets and auctions. La Fleche is also fascinating due to variations within the breed itself. Some birds have taller combs, others wider, and some with slight curves or asymmetries that enhance the breed's peculiar charm. This internal diversity ensures that each La Fleche is unique, giving the bird an almost individual character, as if each had its own personality and aura. In exhibitions and competitions, this uniqueness is a key differentiator, making La Fleche a natural star that always stands out. Number 8. Padovana, the lion-crested chicken. The Padovana is one of the most impressive and exotic chickens in the world, famous for its full, unique crest resembling a lion's mane. This unmistakable feature immediately fascinates any observer, giving the impression of a bird from a distant planet where nature's patterns and forms defy the conventional. Originating from Italy, specifically the Veneto region, the Padovana has a history spanning centuries, mentioned in historical records and illustrations dating back to medieval times. The bird has always been appreciated not only for its singular appearance but also for its majestic presence, which confers prestige to its owner. The name Padovana comes from the city of Padua, where the chicken was highly valued and kept in noble collections. Since the 16th century, the Padovana was often associated with Italian aristocracy, displayed in gardens, courtyards, and even in illustrations of treatises on ornamental birds. Its voluminous, rounded crest combined with dense, uniform plumage gave the bird a royal appearance, almost as if it wore a natural crown. Breeders at the time sought to enhance the crest and feather density, selecting lineages with symmetry and perfect proportions, ensuring each bird was a living masterpiece capable of impressing both visually and symbolically. Physically, the Padovana is a medium-sized bird with a robust, compact body, but its head dominates attention. The rounded, full crest partially covers the eyes, creating a dramatic effect that increases the sense of mystery and exoticism. Body plumage is usually white, but black, blue, and other soft color variations variations also exist, accentuating the crest's prominence. Neck and head feathers are longer and denser, providing volume and texture reminiscent of a lion's mane. This combination makes the Padovana immediately recognizable, even among other exotic chickens, contributing to the perception that it is almost a mythical creature rather than a simple domestic bird. The Padovana's behavior complements its majestic appearance. Despite its imposing look, the bird is known for a calm, friendly, and curious temperament. It is common to see Padovanas exploring their environment with gentle steps, while the crest and head feathers move gracefully, imparting a natural elegance. This combination of lavish appearance and gentle behavior makes the Padovana highly appreciated by breeders and enthusiasts, who view it not only as an exhibition animal, but also as a pleasant companion. However, the voluminous crest requires special care. Collisions or dirt can affect the bird's aesthetics, making it necessary for breeders to maintain clean, protected, obstacle-free spaces to preserve the Padovana's natural beauty. Beyond aesthetics, the Padovana is fascinating from a genetic standpoint. The crest and abundant plumage are inherited traits, resulting from careful selective breeding over generations. Researchers and breeders study these patterns to understand feather and crest genetic transmission, ensuring future generations maintain the breed's integrity. Interestingly, although the crest is the most striking feature, the Padovana's body structure also follows specific standards, with strong legs, upright posture, and balanced proportions, contributing to the bird's overall harmony. Every detail, from the crest position to feather length, results from centuries of careful selection, demonstrating human dedication in ornamental chicken breeding. The Padovana also excels in ornamental bird exhibitions and competitions. Judges assess not only the crest and plumage, but also posture, symmetry, behavior, and overall health. A perfect Padovana combines a voluminous crest, harmonious body, clean feathers, and docile behavior, creating an almost theatrical impression. Its otherworldly appearance makes it a natural favorite in contests, attracting admiring glances and recognition from experts. Number 7. Yokohama, the endless-tailed chicken. The Yokohama is an exotic chicken that immediately draws attention with its most striking feature, an extremely long, elegant, and flowing tail that often exceeds the length of the bird's own body. This impressive tail, combined with vibrant colors and majestic posture, gives the Yokohama an almost supernatural appearance, making it seem like a creature from fairy tales or distant worlds where nature defies all known conventions. Originating from Japan, the Yokohama's roots lie in carefully selected crossbreeding in the 19th century, when Japanese breeders sought to develop unique ornamental birds capable of impressing with both aesthetics and behavior. The name Yokohama comes from the namesake port city in Japan, which was an important center of trade and cultural exchange. The bird was brought to Europe in the late 19th century, quickly becoming a fascination among collectors and ornamental poultry breeders. The Yokohama's long tail is not just an aesthetic attribute, it symbolizes status and dedication, as raising a bird with a flawless tail requires patience, technique, and constant care. Each feather must grow undamaged, maintaining color, texture, and alignment, making the breeding of Yokohama a true art. Physically, the Yokohama has a slender body and long legs, which give it an upright and elegant posture. Its body, usually in soft colors such as white, red, and gold, serves as a base for the impressive tail. The tail consists of long, thin, flexible feathers that extend backward, often curving slightly with graceful movements. This visual effect creates the illusion that the bird glides across the ground as if floating, giving it an almost mythical presence. In addition to the tail, the bird has a small comb and wattles, which do not compete with the main feature, allowing the tail to remain the focal point. The Yokohama's behavior is as impressive as its appearance. Despite its delicate aesthetics, the bird is generally calm, adaptable, and curious. It moves with soft, controlled steps, demonstrating balance and elegance that complement the grandeur of its tail. However, this unique feature also makes the bird vulnerable. Collisions with objects or other chickens can damage important feathers, requiring breeders to maintain a protected, spacious environment with free paths and constant attention to hygiene. A balanced diet is crucial, with essential nutrients to strengthen the tail, maintain feather shine, and ensure the bird continues to impress with its flawless appearance. Number 6. Sebright, the ornamental miniature. The Sebright is an exotic chicken with a unique and charming appearance, recognized for its compact size and intricately ornamental plumage. Observing an adult Sebright, one cannot help but notice the almost metallic patterns of its feathers, which reflect light delicately and uniformly, creating an unreal appearance, almost as if it were a tiny creature from another planet. Originating in the United Kingdom in the early 19th century, the Sebright was developed by Sir John Sebright, a visionary breeder who aimed to create an ornamental bird that combined beauty, symmetry, and a friendly temperament. What makes the Sebright truly special is its singular plumage. Each feather is finely marked with two colors, creating a lacing effect that gives the bird a detailed, uniform pattern across its body. Common colors include gold with black edging and silver with black edging, though minor variations also exist. The contrast between the small body and the richness of feather detail gives the impression that the Sebright is a perfectly crafted miniature, reminiscent of living jewels moving gracefully. This detailed aesthetic makes each bird unique, with subtle differences that enchant breeders and observers alike. Physically, the Sebright is small, about 25 to 30 centimeters tall, but its upright posture and confident bearing give it a sense of presence despite its diminutive size. Its wings are short and closely fitted to the body, contributing to a compact appearance, while the upright, proportional tail adds balance and symmetry. The comb is small and simple, usually rose-shaped, complementing the overall aesthetic without drawing attention away from the ornamental plumage. Its clean, thin legs allow agile, graceful mobility, while the compact body efficiently retains heat and energy, important for health and well-being. The Sebright's behavior is equally fascinating. Despite its small size, the bird is active, curious, and alert, always exploring its environment with quick, agile movements. It is social and interactive, frequently demonstrating intelligence and environmental awareness, making it interesting for both observers and breeders. However, its delicacy requires special care. The ornamental plumage is sensitive to dirt and moisture, meaning the Sebright needs clean, dry spaces protected from predators and the elements. Proper nutrition, rich in protein and micronutrients, is essential to maintain feather color, shine, and integrity, ensuring the bird maintains its perfect miniature appearance. The Sebright is also of great interest to geneticists and ornamental poultry experts. Its lacing pattern is determined by multiple genes and requires strict selection to consistently pass on to future generations. Experienced breeders carefully plan matings to preserve desired traits, including color, symmetry, and feather pattern, maintaining breed purity and aesthetic beauty. Each bird becomes a living artwork, the result of decades of dedication and study, symbolizing the intersection of nature, science, and art. At exhibitions, the Sebright always stands out. Judges assess uniformity of the lacing pattern, body symmetry, posture, and behavior. A perfect Sebright combines all these qualities, creating the impression of a flawless living miniature. Observers are often amazed by the precision and beauty of the plumage, comparing it to detailed artworks or sparkling jewels, and the fascination it generates is nearly universal among ornamental poultry enthusiasts. Beyond aesthetics and genetics, the Sebright holds cultural and historical significance. Its creation marked an era of innovation in UK ornamental poultry breeding, inspiring generations of breeders to pursue not only functionality, but also beauty and distinction. Today, Sebrights are bred in many countries, featured in private collections, exhibitions, and artistic photography, cementing their status as one of the most exotic and recognizable chickens in the world. Internal diversity further enhances the Sebright's uniqueness. Number 5. Sultan, the aristocratic chicken. The Sultan is one of the most exotic and impressive chickens in the world, recognized for its aristocratic and ornamental appearance. Originating in Turkey, this chicken stands out for a unique combination of physical traits including a voluminous comb, feathered feet, and lush plumage, creating a presence that seems almost unreal or from an alternate universe where bird aesthetics are taken to the extreme. Since ancient times, the Sultan has been valued by nobles and collectors, kept in palaces and private gardens, where its distinct appearance symbolized status, sophistication, and refined taste. The name Sultan reflects this historical connection with royalty and prestige. The bird was deemed worthy of Ottoman palaces, displayed to visitors, and kept in private collections. Its aristocratic appearance was not merely aesthetic, it also reflected intensive care and breeding attention. Ancient breeders practiced careful selection to enhance feather density, comb symmetry, and development of foot feathers, ensuring each bird became a living work of art. This care and dedication over generations cemented the Sultan as an exceptional chicken, admired for both beauty and the symbolism of elegance and prestige. prestige. Physically, the Sultan has a compact, proportionate body covered with dense plumage that gives a voluminous, majestic look. Its large, rounded comb resembles a natural crown, complemented by discreet wattles and abundant foot feathers, rare traits in domestic chickens. The body plumage is usually white, though subtle variations in cream or pale shades enhance the sense of refinement and aesthetic purity. This combination of comb, foot feathers, and plumage creates a dramatic visual effect, making the Sultan one of the most recognizable and admired birds in exhibitions and collections. The Sultan's behavior is as charming as its appearance. Despite its physical exuberance, the bird is docile, calm, and curious, interacting easily with other chickens and humans. Its upright posture and graceful movements reinforce its aristocratic impression, as if each step were choreographed to showcase its comb and feathers. However, due to feather density and comb volume, the bird requires special care. Spacious, clean, and secure environments are essential to prevent damage to the comb and foot feathers, and nutrition must be balanced, with sufficient proteins, vitamins, and minerals to maintain feather health and shine. Beyond aesthetics, the Sultan draws scientific and genetic interest. Its physical traits, especially the voluminous comb, foot feathers, and abundant plumage, are the result of centuries of careful selection. Researchers and breeders study these features to understand genetic inheritance, ensuring each generation preserves the qualities that make the Sultan so distinctive. Longevity and reproduction also require attention, especially in controlled environments, to maintain bird health and the aesthetic integrity of each specimen. The Sultan is highly regarded in ornamental bird exhibitions. Judges evaluate comb symmetry, plumage density, behavior, and overall harmony, criteria in which the Sultan frequently excels. Its unique appearance and striking presence attract the attention of visitors, collectors, and photographers, establishing the bird as one of the undisputed stars of exotic chicken shows. Each specimen is viewed as a living artwork, with every detail contributing to the perception of elegance and sophistication. Culturally, the Sultan also holds historical significance. Its association with Turkish royalty and nobility reinforces the idea that this bird has always been more than a domestic animal. It is a symbol of status, aesthetics, and human care. Over the centuries, the Sultan inspired collectors in various countries, being introduced to Europe and the Americas, where it gained popularity in exhibitions and private collections, continuing the tradition of appreciation for the breed's beauty and uniqueness. Another fascinating aspect is the diversity within the breed itself. Number 4. Frizzle, the curly-feathered chicken. The Frizzle is one of the most exotic and visually striking chickens in the world, famous for its outward curving feathers, creating an effect that immediately draws attention and gives the bird an almost supernatural appearance. From the moment you observe an adult Frizzle, it is impossible not to notice that you are in the presence of a unique creature, whose physical characteristics defy the conventional standards of domestic chickens. The impression is that the Frizzle belongs to another planet or was taken straight from a fantasy story, where feather patterns follow completely different rules from ordinary birds. The Frizzle's origin is diverse, resulting from a specific genetic mutation that causes the feathers to curl. This mutation was identified and selectively bred by poultry enthusiasts over decades, with the goal of creating ornamental birds capable of impressing both with their appearance and personality. Early references to Frizzles date back centuries, when European breeders began noticing these naturally curly feathered birds and started valuing them in collections and exhibitions. Today, the Frizzle is recognized worldwide as one of the most distinct ornamental chickens, cherished by collectors, enthusiasts, and poultry artists. Physically, the Frizzle's feathers curl outward instead of lying smoothly against the body, creating a unique effect of volume and texture. Each feather becomes an individual highlight, resulting in a body that seems constantly in motion even when the bird is still. Feather colors vary widely. There are white, black, golden, red, blue Frizzles, and complex combinations, with the feather curl enhancing contrast and the perception of three-dimensionality. The result is a bird that, even at rest, seems to be in continuous transformation, as if nature itself decided to play with form, creating something extraordinarily artistic. The Frizzle's behavior also contributes to its uniqueness. Despite its exotic appearance, the bird is generally docile and sociable, interacting well with other chickens and its keepers. Its active temperament matches the lively appearance of its feathers, giving the Frizzle a vibrant presence. It moves with grace graceful, agile steps, and the effect of the curled feathers in the wind or during quick movements creates a fascinating visual impression, reinforcing the sense that you are witnessing a creature that transcends the ordinary reality of domestic birds. Raising Frizzles requires special care due to the delicacy of their feathers. The natural curl makes them more susceptible to damage from collisions, dirt, or moisture. Experienced breeders ensure the Frizzle has ample space to move and maintain clean, dry environments protected from predators. A balanced diet is essential to maintain feather strength, vibrant color, and natural shine, all of which significantly contribute to the bird's impressive visual impact. These care requirements reinforce the perception that raising a Frizzle is not just a task in poultry farming, but an act of art and continuous dedication. From a genetic perspective, the Frizzle is fascinating. The mutation responsible for feather curling follows specific inheritance patterns studied by geneticists and breeders to ensure the trait is preserved without compromising the bird's health. Selective breeding allows the effect of the feathers to remain consistent across future generations, creating lines that display the ideal pattern of curl, density, and strength. Additionally, Frizzles are often crossed with other ornamental breeds, resulting in unique combinations of color, pattern, and form, further increasing the species' diversity and visual impact. At exhibitions, Frizzles always stand out. Judges evaluate not only the curl and uniformity of the feathers, but also behavior, posture, and body symmetry. A well-cared-for Frizzle with strong feathers, vibrant colors, and elegant posture creates an impression of aesthetic perfection, attracting admiration from both visitors and experts. Number 3. Ayam Cemani, the all-black chicken. The Ayam Cemani is one of the rarest and most enigmatic chickens in the world, known primarily for its entirely black coloration, including feathers, skin, beak, tongue, bones, and even internal organs. This unique feature makes it immediately recognizable and gives the bird an almost supernatural appearance, as if it were a creature from legends or a distant universe. Originating in Indonesia, the Ayam Cemani is valued not only for its extraordinary appearance, but also for its cultural symbolism, often associated with luck, wealth, and protection in local traditions. The name Ayam Cemani comes from the Indonesian language, where ayam means chicken and cemani refers to the intense black color. The breed's rarity, combined with its unique coloration, has made the Ayam Cemani one of the most prized chickens in the world, often fetching very high prices in the ornamental poultry market. It is believed that the complete black coloration results from a genetic mutation called fibromelanosis, which causes hyperpigmentation in nearly all tissues of the bird. This extremely rare mutation gives the Ayam Cemani its out-of-this-world appearance, impressing breeders and observers around the globe. Physically, the Ayam Cemani has a slender body and elegant posture, contrasted by the deep black of its feathers, which reflect a subtle sheen when exposed to light. The comb, wattles, beak, legs, and even the tongue exhibit the same black coloration, creating a striking uniformity that enhances the bird's mystique. Its dark eyes further intensify the feeling that you are in the presence of an extraordinary creature. This color uniformity makes the Ayam Cemani one of the most aesthetically intriguing and exotic chickens in the world. The Ayam Cemani's behavior is as fascinating as its appearance. Despite its almost mystical aura, the bird is docile, curious, and relatively easy to handle, though it is more active than some ornamental breeds. It tends to form bonds within its flock and demonstrates intelligence in its interactions, efficiently exploring its environment. Due to its rarity, breeders pay special attention to reproduction, nutrition, and general care, ensuring that the birds remain healthy and maintain their intense black color, preserving the lineage's value and uniqueness. The Ayam Cemani's genetics are studied by experts and breeders worldwide. The mutation responsible for hyperpigmentation is complex and requires specialized knowledge for controlled breeding, ensuring that future generations maintain uniform coloration. Each egg and chick is carefully evaluated, as slight deviations in pigmentation can reduce the bird's aesthetic and commercial value. Additionally, the Ayam Cemani is often selectively crossed to enhance physical and behavioral traits, maintaining a balance between aesthetics and health. In ornamental bird exhibitions, the Ayam Cemani always stands out. Its unique appearance immediately attracts attention, and judges assess color intensity, body symmetry, posture, and overall health. A perfect Ayam Cemani displays the deepest, most uniform black, a proportional body, and confident behavior, creating an almost mythical impression. Collectors and observers often comment on the sense of mystery the bird conveys, reinforcing the idea that it is far beyond an ordinary chicken. Culturally, the Ayam Cemani holds great significance in Indonesia. The bird is associated with local rituals and beliefs, used as a symbol of protection, luck, and prosperity. This cultural connection further enhances fascination with the species, making it not only an exotic chicken, but also a creature rich in historical and spiritual significance. Its presence in private collections and international exhibitions also helps preserve and showcase this unique cultural heritage, linking aesthetic value to local tradition. The Ayam Cemani's uniqueness is also reflected in its limited diversity. Small variations in feather density or black intensity may occur, but the primary characteristic, complete hyperpigmentation, is always preserved, ensuring each bird maintains its visual impact. Number 2. Polish. The majestic crested chicken. The Polish is one of the most fascinating and exotic ornamental chickens in the world, immediately recognized by its enormous feathered crest, resembling a majestic crown. From the very first glance, it is impossible not to notice that you are observing a singular bird, whose appearance defies the common standards of domestic chickens. The impression is that the Polish belongs to a fantasy realm or another planet where nature's aesthetics follow more exuberant forms and proportions than those found in everyday life. The Polish's origins are shrouded in mystery, though historical records suggest that the bird has roots in Europe, possibly Poland or the Netherlands, regions associated with its breeding and development. The name Polish reinforces this geographical connection, though the exact origin is somewhat ambiguous. What is certain is that the Polish became famous for its unique appearance, and European breeders from the 16th century valued it in private collections, exhibitions, and ornamental gardens. Its voluminous and imposing crest symbolized status, elegance, and sophistication, making the bird a true object of admiration and prestige. Physically, the Polish has an enormous rounded crest that partially covers its eyes and projects in all directions, creating a dramatic and unusual visual effect. This crest is the breed's trademark, capable of completely transforming the perception of the bird, making even a small or medium body appear majestic. Body plumage varies in colors such as white, black, gold, silver, and other combinations, while feather texture is soft and evenly distributed, contributing to the bird's visual harmony. Wattles and the beak are discrete, allowing the crest and head volume to be the main focal points. The Polish's behavior is as fascinating as its appearance. Despite the voluminous crest, which may partially limit vision, the bird is generally docile, curious, and active. Its elegant posture, combined with smooth and deliberate movements, creates an impression of grace and nobility that complements its exuberant appearance. The bird interacts well with other chickens, though care is required in shared environments, as the crest can be damaged during disputes or collisions. Experienced breeders provide sufficient space, safety, and cleanliness, ensuring the Polish can display the full majesty of its crest without risk of injury or deformation. Number 1. Silkie, the silken chicken. The Silkie is undoubtedly one of the most exotic, adorable, and unique chickens in the world, famous for its incredibly soft plumage, which resembles silk or plush, giving the bird an almost magical appearance. From the very first glance, it is impossible not to notice that you are in the presence of a singular creature, whose aesthetics defy traditional norms of domestic chickens. The impression is that the Silkie belongs to a fantasy realm or a distant planet where nature creates beings that seem to have emerged from fairy tales. This combination of cute appearance, docile behavior, and genetic uniqueness makes the Silkie a favorite in private collections and ornamental bird exhibitions worldwide. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content appearing right now on your screen, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.